2025 presidency and what that's going to look like for President-elect Donald Trump. Again, that breaking news that we have now at this time is that he has officially announced that the Secretary of the Department of Health and Human Services will be Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Let's go ahead and also show you a tweet that we have here as well from the President-elect Donald Trump that he put out. He says, "I'm thrilled to announce Robert F. Kennedy Jr. as the United States Secretary of Health and Human Services. For too long, Americans have been crushed by the industrial food complex and drug companies who have engaged in deception, misinformation, and disinformation when it comes to public health. The safety and health of all Americans is the most important role of any administration, and the HHS will play a big role in helping to ensure that everybody will be protected from harmful chemicals, pollutants, pesticides, pharmaceutical products, and food additives that have been contributing to the overwhelming health crisis in this country. Mr. Kennedy will restore these agencies to the traditions of the gold standard, scientific research, and beacons of transparency to end the chronic disease epidemic and to make America great and healthy again." And this is the latest tweet that just came from President-elect Donald Trump announcing that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. will be the Secretary of the Department of Health and Human Services. So as you should know, this first came from a report from Politico. They had teased this about an hour or so ago that this could be the potential pick. Now it has been confirmed. So at this point, if you aren't aware, of course, RFK Jr. is a former Democrat who ran as an independent in this year's presidential race. He abandoned his bid after striking a deal to give Trump his endorsement with the promise of having a role in that administration, which Trump has now made good on. So we're continuing again to track some of the latest with this update that has now come in. I also do want to show you some of the video that we have as we go a little deeper into this article that was put out by Politico. Take a look at your screen here. Of course, that is Trump and RFK Jr. shaking hands there on stage. A little rough there, but again, you can see those are the two, but he will now be a part of his administration in a formal way. So we do know that Kennedy has faced some controversy again in his time so far as he's been on the national stage. He did write a book that did tout your debunking claims that vaccines cause autism. This was again taking aim at the time at the health official Anthony Fauci. So we are of course continuing to follow this story as it is breaking at this time. But again, these two are very close. They did run very closely together as well during the end of the president of the cycle there, the election cycle, as Trump was competing to win the presidency. So he will now officially be a part of the team going forward. All right, again, showing you a live look that we have there at the